Hello everyone! Those of you who have studied the background of my previous videos have noticed that I own a fish tank. Looking at it is calming and relaxing. Well, for us maybe, but it is less a calming and relaxing atmosphere for the fish who live there. It is not that they care much about what I do, but many popular aquarium fish like guppies or mollies are cannibals. They devour their young if they have a chance to do so. If you want some of their offspring to survive, you either have to put the female into a separate breeding box or, like I do, provide a lot of tank vegetation where the small ones can hide. Cannibalism is pretty widespread in the animal kingdom. Countless species from crocodiles to hens have been recorded. Since we share more than 60% of our DNA with this. Yes, we do, with a banana. We must share much more of it with all these animals. So, the question is of course, what about us then? Is cannibalism the dark secret of our food history?
Grandioses, elles le sont. Nous sommes dans les gorges de l'Ardèche, des falaises vertigineuses, des villages...
The Ardèche region in the south of France is a popular holiday destination nowadays. But it has not always been so welcoming to everyone. 100,000 years ago, a group of Neanderthals ate another one for lunch, dinner or both. Why do we think we know this? It is the conclusion from anthropologists who worked on excavations in a cave in the area, at Moulin-Gercy. They found crushed bones in the cave. That was to be expected. Neanderthals often did that to their prey like deer to get a bone marrow. Mad cow disease has apparently not been an issue then. But what made the cave so special is that it contained crushed bones of Neanderthal humans themselves. 78 bones were found that belonged to at least 6 individuals. Most of these bones were crushed. Only those belonging to a hand or a foot were left intact. Well, there isn't much bone marrow in a hand or a foot apparently. Hello and welcome to the third episode of Edo Ergo Sum, I am what I eat. In the last episode we were looking at how the control of fire increased our meat consumption and put us at the top of the food chain. Since we were now in a position to eat everything around us, the question is of course, were we ourselves on the menu? And if so, how often? Was eating other humans an important source of calories? Or more something special, like a treat, a snack, or an emergency solution? Well, you may say that these were Neanderthals who committed the crime of cannibalism at Moulin-Gercy. That does not really count, does it? We all know how people look at Neanderthals. So, they're not really like us, aren't they? Well, not exactly. The south of France is far from the only place where such grisly evidence can be found, also from our own human species, Homo sapiens. In Gubb's Cave in England, remains of human bones and skulls from 15,000 years ago were found with the characteristic injuries, way after Neanderthals have died out, so our human species has apparently not been any better. Indeed, anthropologists have long speculated that in the Krapina cave in Croatia, where similar Neanderthal bones were found in the 19th century, that these were victims of our own human species, Homo sapiens, and that this contributed to their demise. What is clear is that these bones there too show that these Neanderthals have been lunch or dinner for someone, though we don't know if they were prey or have just died and have been eaten afterwards. Was Krapina an exception? Or was this what happened when modern humans took over Europe from the Neanderthals? Was their extinction therefore caused by them being an item on our menu? Moulin-Gercy has received so much attention in the scientific community because overall such findings are rare. This supports the notion that human cannibalism has been an exceptional activity. It has also not only happened only in our prehistoric past. When European explorers discovered America, it was standard practice among many locals. In Mexico, in Brazil, and in the Caribbean. In fact, the words cannibal and Caribbean have the same linguistic roots, as this is what the locals called each other there when the Spaniards arrived. Some claim that the practice exists even today in isolated parts of Papua New Guinea or African countries such as Congo or Liberia. So check the travel advice of your local embassy before visiting to avoid any nasty surprises if you are not fond of a steaming hot bath. However, overall findings of cannibalism are rare as they were in the past. Eating other humans has never been an important source of calories for humans, whether of the Neanderthal or Homo sapiens kind. This was not only because of ethical concerns, as you may think. It was also for practical reasons. A study in Nature pointed out that our relatively low nutritional value made us a bad choice compared to other prey typically available to early humans. This was true at least in prehistoric times. Now, with our high obesity rates, the conclusions might be different. This suggests that eating other humans had other motivations than pure hunger. To catch a human for consumption in whatever form has anyway been more difficult than other alternatives available to early humans, so could not have been the main food source for both Neanderthals or Homo sapiens. As far as the Neanderthals are concerned, the idea that they disappeared from this planet is apparently outdated. As a DNA study has recently found out, some of us are part Neanderthal, about 1 to 4% of our gene pool. It looks as if modern humans were not too picky when it came to finding a mating partner, even before modern dating apps were widespread, and since they probably outnumbered Neanderthals, our 4% Neanderthal gene pool does not mean that such a union has been so special. So, are we in the clear then? Yes, apart from the odd ritual or special case, eating other humans has never been an important part of our diet. Does this mean that we have no skeleton in the closet of our food history? Well, not exactly. Neanderthals are not the only ones who have disappeared from this earth with the advent of modern humans. So has this? The last mammoths died out on the island of Wrangel in Eastern Siberia 4,000 years ago. Mammoths were not the only species with that fate. They were in good, or better bad, company with a lot of other big animals who have disappeared from our earth with the advent of modern humans. The event even has a name, the extinction of the megafauna. Megafauna meaning big animals, and this is linked to our appearance on this planet. The question is not whether cannibalism is the dark secret of our food history, but another one. Is the extinction of the megafauna food history's dark secret? To answer this question, I have to refer you to my next video. Thank you for watching this episode of Edo Ergo Sum. I am what I eat. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. This would help other people find it on YouTube. If you want to receive more videos like this one, also about the present or future of our relationship with food, consider subscribing to the channel. Of course, I want to know what you think about this question. How important has cannibalism been for early humans? Why did they do it? Please leave your remarks and questions in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. I really appreciate your input. Bye for now. Hopefully to the next video when the question is the extinction of the megafauna food history's dark secret?